During my fellowship, I was lucky to have the mentorship of Dr. Mark Philippi, and I went into his lab. I had spent a semester in college working in someone's lab. I knew how to do some stuff, but I had no clue. But in that first year, in his lab, I played with rats and mice, and I had never done that. But I found something out. I could answer questions. I could answer questions about things that we don't know clinically, and that could make a difference. And I was captured. Science had me. And I wanted to do more, and I'm still stuck on preterm birth, so I was trying to figure it out. So I wanted to make a model of preterm birth that would mimic what we see clinically so I could stop hurting my patients with overdosing magnesium sulfate. So before we go to Penn, there was something that happened, and this is what happened. I got the SMFM Award. So back then, that's all it was called. I won't tell you the amount of money it was for, but I will tell you that on a day in the end of the year 2000, I sat in a very old building at the University of Chicago, and my phone rang. And someone says, "Is this Dr. Elovitz?" And I said, "Yeah, hi." "This is Dr. Stephen Gabby." And I looked across, and there's my Gabby textbook. And I look back at the phone, I go, almost very said, "That's really funny," to my husband. So I said, "I'm sorry?" He goes, "This is Dr. Gabby." I'm like, "Hi, Dr. Gabby." And I kind of froze. And he told me that I was awarded this grant. And it did. It changed my path, and it changed my course. It allowed me the time to work on that mouse model. But it gave me something much more important than time, and more than money. It made me realize that people wanted me to do this, that there were people who believed that physicians could be scientists and that we can make a difference. After I finished fellowship, I joined Penn. Having the SMFM Award and publications set me up so that I was able to be a K-12 scholar. The WARHR, for those of you who don't know it, really important program. Women's Health Reproductive Award. Protected time. In that protected time and at Penn, I was lucky to have the mentorship of George McCones and Jerry Strauss. That protected time, and with their encouragement, I didn't just pursue one area, I kind of pursued two. And by having that time, I was able to procure my first R01 2 years after it being at Penn. Using that mouse model that I developed using the SMFM Award allowed me to get an R01 to look at fetal brain injury and preterm birth. And so began my basic and translational part of my career. So was I successful? Have I been successful? Did the SMFM Award take me down a path that mattered? Have I changed clinical care and outcome? So I've gone from mice, so I really believe in translational research, from mice to women, back to mice, and back to women. But did it matter? Does it matter? My goal is to cure preterm birth. It's kind of a big goal. It's what I've been working on for 18 years. I've done animal models, discovery studies, cohort studies, validation studies, and the goal is to get to RCTs of therapies based on what started off with that mouse model. So are we there? For those of you who were present at my talk yesterday, I think actually we might almost be there. And this was one of my proudest research moments to present this data, because it does take me towards the end of that path. So the road to success, it actually never ends, because your path is going to keep changing. And you should always be asking yourself, what are my goals? Do I need to change course? How do I get to where I want and what's important? The road is paved with great and several mentors, many grants, other motivated physician scientists, supportive and interested research staff, leaders such as Dr. Dalton, Dr. Sadowski, my chair, Dr. Driscoll, other people who believe in science. And with that, we can all take the road to success.